And today I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of a square foot gardening project that I've been working on. It's Memorial Day weekend. Now these timbers are 8-foot landscaping timbers, and you can't really read this probably because my camera sucks as far as doing close-ups, but these are all environmentally friendly. They're not treated with creosote or anything. They're natural beeswax. So they're not really going to leach in the soil and all that kind of good stuff that a lot of other products do. But anyways, these are just pretty much the standard 8-foot landscaping timbers that you can get from Home Depot and Lowe's and everything. Home Depot is kind of the cheapest I've found so far in my area, about $1.97 a board. But beyond that, first thing I'm going to show you, this is how I do it. What you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to measure 4 inches. Make a mark. You're going to set your saw depth. Set your saw depth to 1.5 inches. Make your first cut on the flat. And then you're going to take and measure 1.5 inches down, make a mark, draw a straight line with a square, and then make a standard cut, 2 3/4 or whatever your circular saw will do, into the top section of this landscaping timber. You're going to take a regular saw here and then go ahead and finish up the cut. Now a little trick for you guys that I do is I take a little bit of WD-40, spray it on the blade. It helps with the cutting process tremendously, especially with treated beeswax kind of wood like this, because it is kind of sticky and sappy. So let's get to cutting this. So all you're going to do here is finish off this cut. Like I said, the WD-40 really helps. There you go. Pretty simple. And see what this is going to allow. So you're going to have 4 inches, 1.5 inches down, 1.5 inches here. And this is how I particularly make joints. I think it just looks a little bit more professional, and I think it's a little stronger, and I'll show you another benefit here in a second. So this is basically the joint that you're going to end up with. And there you go, and see what it looks like from a different angle. Now they recommend that all your landscaping timbers overlap at least 4 inches. You can see how the cuts work now, and how they stagger, and how you can put each course on. But the reason why they recommend a 4-inch overlap is mainly for give you a little bit of stiffness in the little structure that you're building. But if you do it this way and actually cut the boards to do your 4-inch overlap, they're removable later on. So say my mom decides that this kind of arrangement that I have right now for her isn't going to work out, she can easily remove the sections because they're built to be in one piece and they're screwed together with 3-inch screws. Remove it, grade the dirt out, it's gone. You can do whatever you want. So I'll show you what I got so far and how it's turned out. So you can see here I got the 5 fruit trees put in. I got the dirt in the boxes. Now we did run out of dirt, or soil I should say. I still got to do some finishing along the edges. But that's pretty much it as far as being done with the fruit trees. In this box you have a cherry tree. In this box you have a peach tree. In this box, a nice pear tree. In this box you have a dwarf apple. And in this box you have a dwarf apple as well. A little trick for you guys with apple trees, you're always going to have a pair of apple trees if you want to have a successful crop. Or a successful yield, however you want to put it, but that's basically it. Now again, real quick to demonstrate. So here you go, inch and a half. Take your speed square. You draw your line. Now this is where it gets tricky, guys. If you haven't had a lot of experience with a circular saw, this is kind of a little bit more of a difficult cut here. But, oh yeah, for you guys that have been keeping up with my series videos on Milwaukee tools, here's a Black & Decker 12 amp circular saw, made in USA. Imagine that, huh? I don't know about you, but see, I'm made in the USA, so I buy products made in USA. It's that simple. Even my dang pencil's made in USA. How about that? This is kind of a little bit of a dangerous cut here. Pay attention to what you're doing, you'll be alright. Make your cut, little WD-40, and then finish the cut off like you saw before. There you go. See that Captain Burr's guy? He's pretty smart when it comes to sawing. Slow and smooth, smooth as fast. Thank you, Captain Burrs. So this is what that cut you just saw looks like. Show you a little side angle here, a little top angle. Now let's go see how it fits. And once you screw it up here, screw it up. Once you screw it together, that's what it's going to look like. So it's a pretty decent joint. Now a little tip for you guys, something to remember when you're doing square foot gardens is you want to have at least 6 inches of soil. So in this bed here we're going to have about 7 inches, 7 3/4 to 8 inches worth of soil in one end, and then the other end here, since the ground isn't level. And usually, guys, I wouldn't remove the sod. I would actually put cardboard down. But in this circumstance, I mean, this soil is wonderful. Look at it. But in this circumstance, since we were on an uneven grade, I went ahead and removed the sod so I could remove a little bit of material to help me get these leveled. So in this end here you're looking at about 10 3/4, almost 11 inches worth of soil. So that should be plenty. The soil that we chose was just a really good hardy topsoil mix, and then I'm going to add some Miracle-Gro organic garden soil to it, just for this season until it can get settled. Now, what we're going to do in the bottom of these beds, we're going to go ahead and line them with cardboard, or not cardboard, but newspaper rather, wet newspaper, to help with horticulture and help with the worm bedding. But it should be decent when it's all said and done. So let's carry on here. We'll call that a day. Mom's square foot garden, I just finished it for her. First off, in the first box we have leaf lettuce, and then on the outsides we have cabbage, and there's a cherry tree. Now, since the fruit trees are going to be small this first year, I decided to go ahead and utilize the space in the boxes. The next box here we have cabbage again, some strawberry, there's some onion sets, and then that is a peach tree. The next box we have all strawberries around the pear tree, and there's a few little onion sets in there as well. The next box we have herbs, oregano, sage, dill, the whole works, and some broccoli, along with the apple tree. In this box we have herbs also, and broccoli, basil, cilantro, coriander, and another apple tree. In this box here we have squash and cucumbers. And in the very end we have 3 little watermelon plants, and hopefully we'll get them to grow off the side. This box we have nothing but tomato plants. Now, it has been really hot, and I'm hoping that these plants make it through, because I planted these tomato plants, most of them, a few days ago, and they're a little bit brown, but I think they'll be alright. This box here, in the big blank spot, you have beans. In the very end you have hot pepper, 6 plants. And then this is an assortment of eggplant and bell peppers. And there are a few, I think 2 bell peppers in this one also. Then you have the grape arbors with the grapes. Mom's square foot garden. And a nice shot of the sunset. So that is the finished product. As always, thanks for watching.